Hello, my name is Emily Sloan, and I am the Title IX Coordinator and Compliance Officer for Jeffco Public Schools. In this training, you will learn about what grooming is, indicators that grooming may be occurring, and how to report concerns of grooming. Any physical, sexual contact by a staff with a student is illegal, is child abuse, and should be reported to law enforcement immediately. Grooming is manipulative behaviors that a staff member uses to target a potential victim, gain access to a potential victim, coerce them to agree to the abuse, and reduce the likelihood of being caught. Grooming is a series of behaviors that often leads to or has the intention of becoming illegal sexual contact between a staff and a student. For more information, see District Policy GB-EB-R Staff Conduct. Student populations often targeted for grooming are at-risk youth, particularly females, students with disabilities, students of color, and LGBTQI+ students. A student is often manipulated into inappropriate behavior or contact, including sexual contact. Perpetrators also stress the need for secrecy. Grooming can happen online or in person. A perpetrator not only targets and gains the trust of the victim, but also gains the trust of family, friends, and the community to reduce the believability of allegations, the chance of being caught, and to maintain access to victims. Examples include touching that is intimate, romantic, or sexual in nature, meeting students away from school grounds and during out-of-school hours, sexual comments, questions, jokes, taunting, and teasing. When it comes to students, the offender will desensitize the student to inappropriate behaviors and make the student feel special through both non-sexual and sexual ways. Examples of non-sexual manners include discussing personal problems, often relationship problems, asking them to run personal errands, and excessively buying the student lunch. Sexual examples include pet names that are sexual in nature, recommending drugs and alcohol, and seductive behavior. Grooming will often start in a normal manner, like through email or text communication, that has the pretext of being related to school. However, the conversation will slowly shift to other topics that are more personal in nature and aimed at gaining trust. When a perpetrator makes a sexual joke or touches a student, like on their knee or thigh, the student will often brush off the inappropriate behaviors because trust has already been established. When it comes to family, the offender will be helpful to the family so that access to the student during non-school time is easier. The offender will ingrain themselves into the victim's family with communication to the guardians, and they may even socialize with the victim's family outside of school. Within the school community, the offender sets up a public persona so that the accusations will not be believed, and he or she can explain away any questionable behavior. Perpetrators are often well-liked or established members of the school community. They are that one staff member that you would never expect to behave in such a manner. However, there are often telling signs that this behavior is occurring. Behaviors that make the school community uncomfortable, or conduct that makes an individual pause for a minute because the conduct does not feel quite right, can be an indicator of grooming. Offenders themselves will become increasingly aggressive in defending their conduct by indicating they are more caring and engaged with the student than other adults. Offenders may get especially defensive of the student that they are grooming, or they may advocate more fiercely for that student over other students. Students and a perpetrator may also spend more and more free time together at school that at times may seem excessive, or they may be together alone in spaces that seem especially private. If you see behavior that does not feel right, trust your instincts. If there is behavior that feels inappropriate between a staff member and a student, trust your instincts and report the concern to your administrator and make a CPS report or notify law enforcement. The main takeaway from this training should be, when in doubt, report grooming concerns. Thank you.